So if we're looking at this, I think arguments could be made for various different measures of center. But when it says measures of center that best represents the data, you really want to kind of look. It's mostly between the mean and the median. Every once in a while, the mode would creep into the discussion. But if the data is skewed, you say the median. If the data is symmetric, then then you go with the mean. This I would say. I mean, you look. It's easy enough to kind of say there's 5 pieces of data. The middle of it's around 3. There's the most here. So an argument could possibly be made for the mode because it's in the center and it's the tallest there. But there's clearly more people getting 4s and 5s than there are getting 2s and 3s. So that right there would indicate that there's a skew to this data. The average is going to be a little higher than the median, just a little bit. So if you're going to say anything, it's skewed right. And if you're going to acknowledge that it's skewed right, then the median is always good. Now, if it's symmetric, the mean and the median are going to be about the same. So if it's ever in question, if it could very well be skewed, then say the median and you're safe. If it's symmetric, then the median's not a bad depiction there of measure of center. But the mean should only be used for data that's roughly symmetric. If this is slightly skewed to the right because there's more data over here, and I know there's kind of a tail, but this tail doesn't go any further than this tail. So there's more data on this side. It's going to be, the average is going to be pulled a little to the right. So argument could be made for either one. If you said it's roughly symmetric, then the mean would be acceptable. If it's slightly skewed, then the median is a better answer. If she scored a 3, how did she do compared to the mean? A 3 is a little bit below average. Okay, you can see that by looking. Again, the largest tower is the 3, and there's clearly more here than over here. So she was below. And if she scored in the top 50% of her class, or did she score in the top 50 or bottom 50? It was the bottom. Again, because if 50% falls right on here, there's more data to the right than to the left, so she would be in the bottom 50% of the class.